Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Amy here, and I am doing my One Book July video. Sorry guys, it's been a very long day. So this is just going to be my, I guess, introduction to what I'm going to be doing for One Book July. I know that the theme for the 2017 is Go Big or Go Home. What I'm choosing to take that as is future planning has always been my sort of, I never do it because I often switch planners and I switch sizes and stuff. This has been a very comfortable size so far, and I think that for everyday planning and for general project planning without like diving deep into it, I can do a lot of future planning in here. It's got enough space, but it's not so big that I'm feeling like I'm wasting space by not putting every little detail in here. That I can move over to other things when those projects are ready to be put in, because I have several different things that I'm trying to get on the go. One of them being like I want to do my own children's book, and then I have some different art projects and lots of different things going on, as well as some social media things like reviews and whatnot. So that is kind of my Go Big or Go Home. I've kind of figured out what I need in terms of a general planner and my planning system, so I don't know if much is going to change there. This is a new set of inserts that I did order. They're not inserts I've used before, so that's a little bit different. But I'm looking forward to doing all of that kind of planning and preparing myself for future planning, because I'm the type of person, it always bugs me if I start things in the middle of the year or like even 3 months in. I'm like, okay, well, let's wait until 2018. But I really want to get into actually, and I'm sorry, I'm probably being really distracting. I really want to get into actually doing the plan and having a concrete idea of how it's going to progress. So that's what's going to happen with that. So that's my kind of Go Big, Go Home. The One Book July challenge, I will link to a couple different videos of the rules and everything for this year. The basic of it is for all of July, you do your planning in one book. So that can be a file of facts, it can be an Erin Condren, it can be Recollections, Happy Planner, a Traveler's Notebook, a traditional Midori. Anything you want has to be one book. Generally, the rule is that you keep one pen in yours, which I'm not going to follow that just because my color coding system has been finally broken into working really well. So I'll go into that first. Get it out. For my daily planning, I've been using, and this fluctuates, this pen, it's always a multi-pen that I have, and it's always at least 4 barrels. I can get by with 3 without the green. I don't tend to want to, and where I am sticking into the one planner and that kind of stuff's all going in here, I decided to go with the 4 barrel versus the 3 that I had been previously using. So I have my, it is technically one pen, but it's got 4 barrels. So my black is for general notes and regular planning and whatnot. Blue is for solid plans and project things that are coming up, so like posts and whatnot. Red is for important things or things that I need to draw to the attention, and green is for anything that is money related, so whether it be my payday or if there's a bill type of thing. This is, oh, and this is a uni style fit in 0.3. This one is my cute little Minnie Mouse Pilot, I believe. Oh no, Uniball RE in 0.5. I don't know how well that's going to show up, but it's very similar in like a friction where you can kind of not really erase but like scribble it away. The ink is much lighter than a friction, but I really like this for things that I'm not 100% sure on. I'm getting to be more comfortable with just scratching things out and moving on, but for things that I really don't know if it's tentative or not, it's just very nice to kind of have that extra pen. and I've been really comfortable with the pen system that I've been using, so I'm not going to change that. So let's get into it. So in here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 booklets and then some dashboards and whatnot in here. All of the inserts are made by Aorjournals on Etsy. I will have her link down below, and in case I forgot to mention it, I will also link to the ladies who are actually hosting the One Book July event as well, so that way you can check out their videos for the official rules. So let's get into my part of it. So this is my first one. This is my monthly view. Everything is kind of marked with a little line dart just because I like to have it more simple. I don't like having a whole bunch of stuff up top. I did make the one exception for a couple little clips, but I don't really see them that often. Like, they don't poke out type of thing. I don't know if that picks up very well, so I was okay with them. So over here, and I'm only using the stickers for covering things that were already there. So like this one was word of the day, and this was summary, and I wanted to kind of break up this side into social media and goals. This is one of those things that I sorry guys, this is one of those things that I kind of am playing with. This is new for my planning system. My weekly is just kind of how I've usually done it, where it's been kind of like a to-do list and then my other stuff kind of subcategoried. This is something new. I didn't really enjoy using a full weekly spread because it didn't fit everything that I wanted to, so I was often having to do kind of like a monthly goal anyway, or a monthly kind of goals list, monthly to-dos list, but that all fits in here. So like I said, I have my work schedule, I have my post, important things that are happening during the month. There's not a ton happening so far. Things might change as they come about. So I'll add to that as it goes. But like I said, concrete plans are in the blue. This is black because it's something that's not actually related to me, but it is going to be going on, so I have it in there. And then over here, like my posts and whatnot, they are all in that Pilot RE because I don't know if my posts, some of the things I have in here are going to be changing or not. So that is all that's in that one. Then we flip over to the dashboards, and I have a cute little Rapunzel tangled clip, which I just used a little bit of repositionable glue to keep it still, and it's worked perfect, and it comes off super easy, doesn't damage it. It's wonderful. I do believe I have it over here because I do get asked all the time what repositionable I use. And it's this Ad Tech removable tape, easy to use. It's just like a regular tape runner, except the tape that's on it, you just scrub it away with your finger and it comes off, no damage. So I have some lamination going on in here. I have some little photos. So my dad and me, my dad and my sisters, me and my twin, or my twin and I rather, my dad and my sister and I when he was in the hospital. Over here is, it's meant to be kind of like a doodle a day, but I've been using it more or less to kind of use as a brain dump. So I have things to film list, things I can sell, small grocery list because I didn't really need a big one that day, and then just a couple things to kind of, as I go. I do have a little, I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but I do have a little clip in there because there's important passwords and whatnot that I need to keep this month that I know that I want to be changing because it's that time of the year. So I've come up with my new ones, but I'm not going to obviously show you those. So I have those in there, easy to access. That way when I get to the point of changing them over, I have them in here so I can quickly put them in, and when I remember them, I can pull this out easy. So then we flip to the back of this, and this just has a little post notes. I'm not really big on using a whole bunch of post notes and stuff for pre-planning because I do use this pen, but I do have a couple in here in case I need to like scribble something down and give it to somebody, or if I want to write something and throw it on my front notebook. I will be getting in a dashboard. I just haven't had time to make an extra one. So, but that is that. Another picture of my father. And then we go into this one. This one was just, again, cardstock. This one was the first one I made. It's kind of sloppy, but it's special. It was my first attempt. And then I have a picture of my little puppy Jeeves. Miss him, and I wanted to see his cute little face to remind me how much happier things was with him around. But still happy now. So we're gonna skip to my week. So over here I have a little fox clip, and then a little one of those line darts. This little guy is actually going to be, and I can finally show you guys. I was afraid I was gonna have to do it during my update and show you what came in. But I ordered these off of eBay, and they were, I think, $1 each. And they're these cute little bookmarks. Again, I don't know how well that's, there we go. There's many different designs. I actually thought that these were going to be a little bit bigger than they turned out to be. But they are so cute. It's super hard to get out right now. But they are just little bookmarks that I wanted to use because I really like having the gold theme. And look how pretty that is, guys. Super pretty. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Move that to the side for now. So this is my week. This week I've totally been slacking on updating things as I've been doing them, and I really haven't gotten much done, to be honest with you. But this is kind of how I've been doing my week. Again, I just used a little sticker to cover up the journal section of this side. And then I have my to-do list, my work schedule. Again, I have submitting overtime because I forgot to do it the previous pay, so I had to make sure to get it done this time. I have my notes, so the things I want to post, things I want to film, things I need to edit. So when this, because I am filming this a little bit later on, my editing will actually happen the same day that I'm posting this. So, and then over here I have this week, so these are things that are happening during this week. And then the little reminder that it's going to be a long weekend because it's Canada Day here. In Canada Day you have it off. Because I work for a bank, the following Monday we have off. So, and then I have a little thing here, things that make me smile. I want to kind of use this space to do kind of like a daily list type thing, but it's going to be more of a weekly, and then every day I'm going to add something onto there. Again, I've been super slacking. There's been tons going on. I've gotten a ton of new stuff that I'm going to show you guys soon in. So I'm very excited about all of that. And then, sorry guys, it keeps looking like it's not filming, but it is. And then we skip to here, little pen. This is a Happy Planner pen loop. This picture of my mom and I, my sister, my mom and I. And this here is actually an Erin Condren fly leaf. So there's that. And then this is meant to be a project type insert. I've been using it mostly for lists because I want to make sure all my lists are in one place. And this is super easy for me to look at and see the color coding system that I'm creating for it. So teal is reading. That's all that's in there. Right now it's different things. So my books list for the Princess Diaries books, which I'm wanting to reread because I finally have them. And then books to buy, continued, books to read, and then I have a little legend over here of whether I own it as a physical book, a Kindle, or an iBook. So when I'm ready to read that series, I can just move to it and I know where I'm going to look for it. So that's that one, and then a picture of my dad and my dog. And then this one isn't a laminated one just because this notebook is kind of a I'm not sure how I feel about it yet notebook. So it's my video notes. I posted a few different videos so far. The first two were kind of just like testing the waters, and then I've understood a little bit more now. So this is definitely going to be something that's going to become useful, especially with pre-planning and future planning. So when I know that I'm going to be filming a video, I can future plan my notes and whatnot ahead of time, because as you can see, I don't have any notes on this at all. So, and this little guy back here, which is actually not the biggest insert in here, is going to be future planning. This is going to be mainly projects, but other types of future planning as well. So I'm gonna kind of treat it a little bit like a bullet journal, I think. Not for weekly spreads, but more so that way I don't have to, okay, this is one section, this is one section, this is one section. I'm gonna number the pages, and then as I go through the book, I'm gonna do the different projects and different things in here. There's not a whole lot in here for that, but as the month goes, that's going to be kind of going, because I've been making my lists from other notebooks that I've had, so I can put it all into the one over here. And last but not least, I had this little pink polka dotted binder clip. It's worked perfect for putting my pen on. It holds it. I did have an Erin Condren one in its place, but the Erin Condren one is so dang tight. Like, honestly, I ripped it out trying to fit my pen in there, and this is not a thick pen, guys. Like, I understand this one, but I was so sad when it didn't fit because it was beautiful. But it's okay. I've learned. It's alright. So yeah, that is basically it. I'm going to do kind of like a little touch base in the middle of the month, I think, just to kind of talk about how I've changed things. If I've had to change anything, I'm really not thinking that I'm going to, because I've pretty well simplified this as much as I can. I'm making this as easy as I can, so there shouldn't be any changing whatsoever. But I also want to kind of touch base, like I said, about the other things that I wanted to try this month and the other things I'm going to go forward with. So thank you for watching. It was really great to be in front of the camera again with you. Well, I guess with you watching once it's up. Have a great weekend, guys, and to all my Canadian followers that might be watching this, happy Canada Day, and for all you non-Canadian followers, happy Saturday. Bye, guys.